If you've typed "how much weight can I lose in a month" into Google, you've probably seen everything from 4 pounds to 30. So which is it? The honest answer is a real number. It's backed by the CDC, the NHS, and Harvard. And it's almost certainly lower than the before and after photos have led you to believe. But there's a catch in the other direction too, because for some people, that number is actually much higher in the first month. Let's start with the figure the actual health authorities agree on, because they do agree. The CDC, the UK's NHS, the National Institutes of Health, and Harvard all land in the same place. A safe, sustainable rate of weight loss is about 1 to 2 pounds a week. Do the maths over a month, and that's roughly 4 to 8 pounds. That's the realistic keep it off number for most adults. Now, 4 to 8 pounds doesn't sell supplements. It doesn't make a viral thumbnail. But it's the number that holds up. And here's the part that matters. The CDC's own reasoning is that people who lose weight gradually are statistically more likely to keep it off. The slow number isn't the consolation prize. It's the winning strategy. So why not just push harder and lose 20? Because of what you'd actually be losing. When the scale drops fast, a big chunk of that early movement isn't fat. It's water and stored carbohydrate. And when you push the deficit too hard, your body starts breaking down muscle alongside fat. That's a problem, because muscle is the tissue that burns calories while you're doing nothing. Lose it, and your metabolism slows, which makes the next pound harder to shift. Harvard's weight experts put the line plainly. Lose faster than about 2 pounds a week, and you risk excess muscle loss, fatigue, and even hair loss. So the rapid number isn't just unsustainable, it can actively sabotage the thing you're trying to do. But here's where most videos lie to you by oversimplifying. 4 to 8 pounds is the average. Your number depends heavily on one thing: where you're starting from. If you're carrying a lot of excess weight, your first month can look very different. Someone starting at 300 pounds might drop 10 to 15 pounds in month 1, though a good chunk of that is water weight, not fat. Someone at 250 might see 8 to 12. The heavier you are, the faster the early loss, and that's normal and safe, but it slows down. By month 2 or 3, almost everyone settles back toward that 4 to 8 pound range as the water weight is gone and only fat is left to lose. The flip side, if you're already fairly lean and chasing the last 10 pounds, you should expect less, maybe 4 pounds in a month, sometimes less, because your body fights harder to hold on. If you want one rule of thumb to keep yourself honest, it's this. Aim to lose no more than about 1% of your body weight per week. For a 200-pound person, that's 2 pounds a week, 8 a month. For a 150-pound person, it's about 1.5 pounds a week. Stay under that line, and the evidence says you're far more likely to be losing fat, holding on to muscle, and keeping it off. Go consistently over it, month after month, and you're into muscle loss and rebound territory. Let's ground this in numbers, because this is where the lose 20 pounds in 30 days promises fall apart. 1 pound of fat is roughly 3,500 calories. To lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, you need a daily deficit of about 500 to 750 calories. Eat that much less than you burn every day. That's achievable for most people. Now scale up the fantasy. Losing 20 pounds of actual weight in 30 days would need a deficit of around 2,000 calories every single day. For most adults, that means eating almost nothing, and it's neither safe nor sustainable. That's why the number sounds great and never lasts. A few things genuinely shift where you land in the range. Starting weight, we've covered. Beyond that, protein and resistance training, because they protect the muscle that keeps your metabolism up. Sleep and stress, because both quietly drive the hunger that breaks deficits. And consistency. 4 pounds a month for 6 months beats 12 pounds in month 1, followed by a stall and a rebound. Now, you might be thinking, what about Ozempic, Wegovy, the weight loss injections everyone's talking about? Fair question. And the numbers there are different. The clinical trials for these drugs showed average losses well beyond the 4 to 8 pound range over time. But that's a whole separate conversation with its own costs, side effects, and catches. And it's one we're covering properly in its own video, because it deserves more than a throwaway line. For now, the natural diet and exercise answer stands. 4 to 8 pounds for most people. More in month 1 if you're starting heavier. So, realistically, if someone promises you 20 pounds in a month, they're selling either water weight, muscle loss, or a lie. The number that actually changes your life is 4 to 8 pounds a month, every month, until it adds up. It's less exciting, it's also the one that works. We're weighing it up. If this saved you from a crash diet, we greatly appreciate it if you subscribe. We do the research so you don't pay for the mistake. And the GLP-1 breakdown is coming next, so stick around for that one.